A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
$13 yards remaining on second down. Play action. It's Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. And he is out of bounds. Looks like right at the 15. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at third down.
The best quarterbacks that ever played the game all wanted to blend in with their teammates and be one of the guys. But sometimes you got to take modesty and put it aside. You're the franchise quarterback, the face of the team, and the guy that leads them to victory. You have to get down and protect yourself and not take hits like that.
On third down, Wilson. He's going to dump this off to his running back, Hunt. And he'll get inside the 10, but he's short of the line he needed. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to make it fourth down. They run for it with Hunt. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. There wasn't even thought of a short field goal. There was no hesitation. They were going for it.
I think he was thinking ahead a couple plays ago. That if he got in this situation, they were definitely going for it. And you're right. It was a confident call and a decisive run to pick it up.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
A give right side now to Hunt. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on third and goal.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone, trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
The ball mere inches from the white line on third and goal. Here's a fast release by Wilson out to the flat. Touchdown! Devin Duvernay, his second touchdown on the season. And the Jets have taken a first quarter lead. Chris Boswell now for the extra point. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. Upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Now here's a timeout defensively. Defensive timeout called by the Jets. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Coming up on 2nd and 7. And not much. Maybe a yard up to the 29. This defense for the Jets, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
And I think our statistician, we ended up having to bring the blue tent and put it around him for a while because he was developing a hand injury from having to write down all the turnovers this team forced. 5, 6, 7, 8. Absolutely unbelievable. I hope he'll recover.
And they fake the handoff. Now Lance. And looking for Kittle, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Ashton Davis. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. And when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short. They run right side with Hunt. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Play action. Now Wilson. Forced out to his left. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I know that taking care of the football is something that's drummed into every guy who plays this position, no matter what, whether he's running it, in the pocket, out of the pocket. But it's almost surprising to me that there aren't more fumbles by that position because of the way that they get attacked on each and every play.
Yeah, well, he had the fumble last week. Now here's 2 weeks in a row with a fumble loss.
Concentration has got to be there, and he's got to understand how much time he has to take care of a play, and maybe his clock is off just a little bit.
Now this throw caught left side and past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in a defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting the first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
2nd and 11 now. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory. They get 9 yards back on the run there, and they're left with a much more makeable 3rd and 2. To throw, it's Lance. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Ashton Davis. And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
After the interception, here's Wilson. Rolling to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. It's a big play that time by the Jets. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a give right side. It's Hunt. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Steps away to his left, and he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the first down marker. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down. 6-0 our score after one. They'll try to run for the first down with Hunt. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Kareem Hunt. His second touchdown on the season. And the Jets will extend their lead. On third down and short and everything well executed, he not only gets the first down, Charles, he gets the touchdown as well.
And you see the defense commit to the run so often in these situations. There's always that little bit of hesitancy, isn't there, partner? Thinking that they may play action you. They took advantage of that hesitancy and found their way into the end zone with a running play.
Hunt going to run for it. And he is into the end zone again as he scores both the touchdown and the two-point conversion to extend this lead. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Can he put it aside? Let's find out. Lance, a handoff here to Mostert. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Play action. Now it's Lance. He'll swing this out to Mostert. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. They hand it off to Mostert. And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. Now let's check on the call. That time the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold him.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. Give him 5 yards there, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
They go back to the ground, this time Mostert. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
Throwing his Lance on 3rd down. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 30.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
Lance's throw pulled in by Kittle. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first. That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, give me a fresh ball. It's moving again.
That time as it's going to leave him with a third. Working from the gun, Lance fighting through pressure, but in the end the pressure too great and he goes down. John Franklin Myers drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long. And his kick is good. Oh, he just did tuck it into the bottom of that left corner. That also a career-long kick for the veteran, Charles.
Yeah, how about what he just got done there? We always knew he had a big leg, but how about everything coming together perfectly on that one? Great leg swing, and bang that one through.
Taken at the goal line. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Watch twins. Check the heartbeat. Under 10. Under 10.
Throwing is Wilson. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Azeez Al-Shaair. He brought the pressure on the blitz, and he gets there for a loss of 12. So now Wilson and the Jets with a 3rd and long here following the sack.
No. Check. Lucky.
We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. A good kick, 48 yards, 4 on the return. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 33-yard line.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Lance. He's going to drop this underneath to Mostert. Only able to gain a couple there. And that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Lance looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Open man is Ayuk, complete. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. First and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. Now Lance again. That would almost intercept it, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw there, and it'll be 2nd down.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
On 2nd down, Mostert. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Brown. And the Jets are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
Eluding the pressure, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. So we've hit halftime here at MetLife Stadium with the home team, the Jets, leading this one. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Both teams making their final adjustments for the second half to come. And to bring the action your way, we go back to MetLife Stadium and Brandon Gott.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And the Jets set to receive this 3rd quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the second half. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. And I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They go play action with Wilson. Buying time to his left. And trying to get it to Ruggs, but it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. And now, oh boy, this is a bit of a surprise, to be kind. They accepted the holding penalty, so wipe out the interception, and their defense will stay on the field. Okay. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. A handoff running left is Mostert. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a first down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10. Second down, here's Mostert again. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
On the handoff, this is Mostert. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Oh, good move.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. They run. Here's Sermon. And this carry terminated at the 8-yard line. Good stick skills showing the power, but just not much room to operate. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Lance, a give now to Sermon. So a decent deficit at this stage in the second half. 4-down territory?
No doubt about it. There's not a chance that he hasn't looked ahead and said, okay, if we gain yardage on this play, this is what we'll do going forward. If we lose yardage, this is the play call that I'll have ready.
That's going to set him back 5 yards. And they'll try again here, 1st and goal after the false start. Now Mostert. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Sermon. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Again with Sermon. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Trey Sermon, his third touchdown now on the year. And the 49ers are back within a score. Now the 49ers electing to leave the offense out there and go for two. They'll try and throw for it. And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So they couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Fielded just outside the goal line. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And last time, one-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. They'll roll him out right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And that's caught inside the 35. It's a big play that time by the Jets.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice, steady gain.
They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. 1st and 10 here. Sliding out of the pocket. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Darren Waller, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Jets find a way to stretch their lead.
3 weeks, 3 touchdowns. It's obvious they've looked his way early and often in the red zone this year. And it's usually a pretty good place to find a tight end in the NFL.
This time, the extra point up and good. And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. So the extra point good, and the roughing call going to move the ball out to the 50 for the kickoff.
And I think this is a good chance to pin them deep if you can land the kickoff inside the 5-yard line or so. Gain some field position for your defense.
It's a squib kick that still makes its way down inside the 15. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Lance looking to throw it. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. On 1st down, Mitchell. And bulldozing his way through. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. From midfield, here's Lance. Complete to the tight end, Kittle, over the middle of the field. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Lance now on first down. The same target, same result. It's Kittle. And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the third quarter. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. Here's Sermon. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score one touchdown, you're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got one, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on second and goal. He'll try again. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Trey Sermon with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the 49ers have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Here is Wishnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. They go play action now. Wilson. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And that is incomplete.
Love the idea, love the concept, but you got to leave a little room on the sideline so he can fade into it when he makes the catch. That was thrown too close to it for the receiver to make a play.
2nd and 10. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now it's Wilson. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. They've got his man complete. And all the way down to the 29. Big yardage that time for the Jets.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Looking for the end zone. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw again is Wilson. This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's 3rd down.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Play action. It's Wilson. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the right hash, it's a 46-yard attempt. Boswell's kick is good. And that'll push the lead up to 8. Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
Yeah, they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And remember, despite giving up the field goal, this is still a 1-score game. They're in need of the touchdown and a 2-point conversion. A field goal on this drive likely doesn't do them much good. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
They run out of the shotgun with Mostert, and he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. Mostert, and no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
On 2nd down now, it's Mitchell, and he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory. The Niners on 3rd down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and 5. Able to haul it in is Kittle. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
And that's a much-needed 1st down right there. Look, they're down by 8, so logic says they don't have to get a touchdown out of this drive. But the way things are going, I don't know if I'd put it in the hands of my defense here. You might not get the ball back at all. So if a 4th down situation comes up, I'm thinking hard about going for it right here and right now.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Mitchell, and he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
From the gun, a run with Mostert. And he's going to get this down close to a first at about the Jets' 23. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. That time the conversion comes courtesy of the RPO.
And know what it did? It moved the sticks. Nice pickup on 3rd down. Even better decision.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Trey Lance His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Niners have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th. So part 1 of what they needed is done. They get in the end zone. Now you have to imagine we'll see a try for 2.
And that's what the book says, but defensively, they can't hang their head right here. They've still got a chance to come out with the lead if they make a play.
They'll look to throw. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. And the failure to convert and tie the game. Now the pressure shifts back to the defense.
But I think it was the right play. I think it was the right call to try and tie the game there. Kick an extra point, you're still down 1. What's the sense? I like what they did.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. So they've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line.
As many games as the 2 of us do, I would hope that one day we'll be able to solve this riddle. Why is it on a hot day that one team has more trouble with the heat than another, and especially when you can't stop a guy running the ball?
You know it's September in the booth, though, when you and I have both removed our coats, and those were gone in the first quarter.
They were gone in the first quarter, and what we're watching now is a defense mentally giving in and sagging a little bit because they haven't been able to stop him.
On first down, they go right back to Hunt. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. A carry here for Hunt. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. third down. Here's Hunt. And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield.
It's always been funny to me, Brandon, when coaches always talk about on hot days like the one we have here, it's hot for both teams. But when one team has the advantage, when one team is running the ball really well and closing things out, it's hotter for the defensive side, and they sag a lot quicker.
Yeah, they say the dog days of August, the heat we're seeing here today, dog days of September, and the advantage right now on the offensive side. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Wilson wants to throw it. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you've still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
Boswell good with the extra point. And it might seal the deal as that makes it a 2-score game here with not a lot of time remaining. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game in this sequence here. Maybe you hand it off and let someone run the ball if you so choose. But otherwise, just kneel down, call it a day, and try and prepare going forward.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. And that'll set them back 5. Successive penalties have them looking now at a 1st and 20. Here's Mostert. And he'll be taken down after a gain of 8, and defensively they'll say you can have that. 42 yards rushing for him now to this point. On that last run, he's now hit the 6,000-yard mark for rushing yards in his career.
And moves him squarely into the top 100 rushers of all time. In fact, he can boast that he's rushed for over 1,000 yards more than Gale Sayers did in his career, and Gale Sayers was a Hall of Famer in a short career.
Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it, and they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.